Am I live? Am I live, y'all? Yeah, boy, I'm live. Hmm. This video don't look. Oops. So, let me come back, y'all. Let me come back. All right, there we go. All right, so let's see what we're talking about here. Let's see what we're talking about. Let's go this way. All right, y'all. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to Young Kings Rising. My name is Darren, and I'm so excited to be with you today. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our amazing community of young kings who are all about empowerment, growth, and support. For a moment, hey, just let me know what you're thinking. Talk back to me. Any questions I can answer. Um, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our amazing community of young kings who are all about empowerment, growth, and support. Today, I want to talk about something that really important for all of us, and it's discovering your purpose and finding out the right people to surround yourself with. As young Black males, we face unique challenges, but we also have incredible potential to rise above them. So let's dive in. First off, I want to ask you, what does being a hero mean to you? Being a hero isn't just about grand gestures, it's about making choices every day that reflect your values and aspirations. And in my book, Heroes, Your Community Awaits, I explore how each of us can identify our mission on this earth and build a supportive network that lifts us up. I want to hear from you, though. What are some qualities you look for in the friends and your friends or your mentors? Drop your thoughts in the chat. We got to remember, though, surrounding yourself with the right people can make all the difference. Here at Young Kings Rising, we're all about creating a brotherhood where we uplift and inspire each other. If you're enjoying this conversation so far, don't forget to give this stream a thumbs up. It helps us reach more young kings like you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. You'll get access to our motivational content, interviews, and discussions that can help you thrive in your community or in our journey. Before I wrap up, I want to remind you that you are not alone on this journey. Together, we can support each other and rise to greatness. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate every one of you. Don't forget to check out my book, Hero Communities Awaits, available on Amazon, and join our community here at Young Kings Rising. Keep believing in yourself, keep striving for greatness, and remember, your community waits. Until next time, Young Kings, keep rising. All right, so that was my idea. I don't like this video. This video is a little wonky, but let's see if we can help this thing out a little bit. I'm trying to, because I want to be able to use this laptop, but this camera is just so weird looking or whatever. But we're gonna get it popping though. So so I'm thinking about, like, my group went well last night, and I thought that I inspired, but didn't feel confident that it was flowing correctly. It was okay. It was good, but I got to realize that I can't hit on everyone. I can't expect everything to be like, when I leave that place, I'm like, man, that joint was awesome. But then it'd be times like that when you don't feel like you did good, that people were really inspired. And just who knows, that my neighbor just really kind of just needed that community for people just to be talking straight up. Maybe that's what he needed or whatever. But it didn't feel like that for me. But ultimately, I think it was a good night, and I just pray that God gets the glory. So, what's your thoughts? I'm trying to think about how to be good with this? Like, what is this about? So let's think of a subject. So just talking about like the Young Kings Rising and what it is, what it's about. And I think if I can continue to talk about that, and if I can roll for 10 minutes, then I think I'll be good. So when I think about Young Kings Rising, I think about a place where we have a community where we can share our thoughts, share our passions. Uh, Teeth look crazy on that thing, but we want to share. We want to be in a place where we can share our emotions, share our challenges, share everything that will motivate and encourage us to be greater than who we are. And so, if I can create a platform like that, then it will bring people that may not feel comfortable in other sections and other circles to be able to come into Young Kings Rising and say, "Hey, man, this is how I feel," and now I'm around other guys that feel like that as well. And then it empowers. Once you're around people that you don't feel like, it's hard to describe of the feeling of thinking that you're all by yourself in a situation. But when you recognize and get in a group where you realize, man, like somebody else has been through that as well, then it gives you courage as well to say, hey, man, like I can get through this. I can do this, and I have someone that can at least inspire me to say, hey, you can make it. It's always it's always beneficial that you hang around people that's been through storms. That's on the other side. It's not always helpful nor healthy to hang around people that are going through the same issues as you and may not have gotten out, because then it's like blind leading the blind. Nobody knows how to get out of the situation. But when you hang around people that you can say, hey, man, like I'm going through this, and that person can say, look, man, I've been through it as well. And I know it's tough. And I know it seems like you're not going to be able to get out, but this is what the other side looks like. That's what I want Young Kings Rising to be about. It's about not just that per se, but the black side of it too. Like, man, I've been through those struggles and not feeling like I can get ahead. But let me tell you what the other side looks like. And that's what I want to be able to do for our young kings, for those who are, in the communities that don't see another way out. I want to be able to say, hey, man, like this is what the other side looks like. And so being able to do that is encouraging and it's motivating. And then once you figure that out, then that's when you say, man, now I can go and do some things. Now I can go and change the world as well. Because then you see there's no limitations to what you're actually doing, that you can actually go out there and do it. And I think we be so much in our head all the time about what we can't do, the things that we don't have, that we don't look around us and say, man, look, I got so many blessings around me. I got so many resources around me that I can use this and I can be better and I can go and take on the world or whatever. And I think that's really what it's about. That's really what Young Kings Rising is about. Is about they're saying, hey, man, choose your friends wisely, choose your mentors wisely, and get around folks that's going to be able to inspire you to be better versions of yourself so that you can go out there and save the world. And that's what it's really about at Young Kings Rising. Any questions, answers, suggestions? You like what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm really digging this right here. I'm thinking I'm gonna work on the camera though. Got to work on the camera so that we can get it right, and we can go ahead and do it and really take on what we think is detrimental. Because I think another thing as well is we are so powerful by ourselves, but we're even much more powerful together. And I don't care what the news and stuff is saying and how bad they portray us to be, but we got to be able to trust one another, trust God to trust one another, or trust God or trust another that God is going to do us right and keep us together. But I think if we can join forces, we can take on a lot of stuff. I was talking to somebody the other day about um, none of these politicians give me anything to trust in or whatever. But what if we had somebody in our community that said, hey, man, I want to run, and then the whole community got behind them? How much more powerful would that be? To know that, hey, and then imagine if we did that across the country, if we did like 100 folks like that, 200 folks like that where they was like, hey, I want to run, then our school systems would change, our local governments would change, because then we have people in there or whatever that was that's going to be able to change the world, change everything that we're in, and boom, we got people in there that we trust because we supported them from the group, what they call it, the roots, right from the ground up. And I think that's really what it's about. I'm inspired, I'm encouraged. I appreciate y'all. Till next time.